Everyone, this is our last AMA before we close our IDO on the Crystal Go launchpad, which has just 10 hours left to go. Great news is we have already crossed the 80% mark. More than 80% of the IDO is already subscribed. So we just have 10 hours more left. So go and grab your tokens before you lose out on it and regret later. So let's move on to today's agenda. This is kind of a repeat of the Telegram AMA which we did on Monday. So we got a lot of requests to have another one on YouTube so that people can keep their captions on and translate it real time in regional languages. Hence we are live on YouTube as well. The agenda is same. We would cover the first 5 questions submitted on Twitter, and then we'll pick up 5 random questions which are related to the ZOLT IDO specifically and genuine questions from the YouTube chat box. So you can, after going through the first 5 questions, you can start typing in your questions on the YouTube chat box as well. At any time, if you're facing any issues, if we are not audible, please let us know on the chat. All right, the first Twitter question, Sunny. Is Rezolut a legit project? How do I know I won't be rug pulled?
For sure. Let me give you a very clear answer. Rezolut is not a rug pull project. We are live for last 2 years. We have over 200,000 users have used Rezolut. If you look at our Play Store, we have over 1,000 rating. Our rating is 4.5. You can join our Telegram community. You can see that it's a real project with real users, and a lot of people have won rewards on our app. So far, if you look at our website, we also mention it there. We have distributed over $650,000 worth of reward, and every day the user is playing the game for 6 hours.
And it's not just any rewards. We have given out blue chip tokens, BNB Matic rewards, not just any shitcoin.
This is very important. If you play any other game on crypto, you know that they always give the reward in their own token, which you're always at a risk. But at Rezolut, we always give rewards in the form of BNB Matic and BNB Matic as well as Clay token.
Right. And we have crossed more than 800,000 on-chain transactions across BSC, Polygon, and Clayton. So we know that our users trust us and they trust our the network which we are providing, the app which we are providing, and that's why they're adding on, balances, and they're importing their wallets and doing transactions on chain.
And the most important thing for any project is, right, we are listing on centralized exchange, and if those who know that to list it on centralized exchange, you need to do a lot of compliance paperwork and everything, right? And it costs us a lot of money. So we have spent so much of money and effort to list ourselves on a centralized exchange, so you can trade big amount and you don't have to rely on dexes all the time. So Bitmart is the first centralized exchange we are listing, and there are more to follow. So these are all signs that the project is very good. And we have been backed by very good VCs like Kyber Venture, LD Capital, Paramount Capital, YBB, 7 o'clock. It's really good.
Right. I think that establishes well enough that we are a legit project, operational for more than 2 years now, distributed blue chip tokens throughout. People have made more than $1,000, $2,000 easily through the app who have been with us for a long time. That's the reason why an average user spends 6 hours on the app daily, which is probably like Instagram and Twitter level engagement.
Okay.
And the best part is, even through the worst of the bear markets of 2022, we have had a minimum of 2,000 daily active users, and it's gone up to 10,000 in good times. Yep.
Yeah.
So moving on to the second question, Sunny. How can I acquire ZOL tokens? Till when will the free airdrops run, and what is the sale price?
Sure, thank you. Yeah, so there are 3 ways right now for you to acquire ZOLT token. So right now, as we say, we have an IDO going on.
Right. So we have the IDO going on Crystal.
Yeah. Yes, we have an IDO going on at Crystal. So this is right now, as of now, is going on. We are planning to sell ZOL token there worth of 100,000. The price of ZOL is 3 cent. Right now, as of now, there are 82% token already sold, only 18% left. It's first come, first serve basis. We have specially request Crystal team to turn off the KYC. So now you don't have to do KYC. Just go to Crystal. Let me share the link with you on the YouTube chat.
Yep. It's part of the YouTube video description as
Yeah.
well.
So you can
You
go
can,
to
yeah.
go.crystal.app/pool/47.
Right.
Just deposit the money and you would be able to get your ZOLT on 23rd. This is first come, first serve basis. Only 10 hours left. So be hurry if you want to purchase it on Crystal. If let's say Crystal is not accessible from your location, then you can buy Zolt from Rezolut app as well. Last night we updated our app, so make sure you go to Play Store, you update the Resolute app. In the latest app, at the center you will find at the center of the app you will find Zolt icon. You click there and there is an option to purchase Zolt from there. There are four options for you to purchase Zolt from the Resolute app. First, $10. Second,
25.
$25.
Yep.
Third, $100. And the
$100.
last one is
150.
$150.
Yes.
So these are the three options. The price is still same, 0.03 cent. The benefit of purchasing at Zolt from our app would be, first of all, you can pay in Clay token and get the Zolt. You can also play in BNB token. You can play in Ethereum on Polygon, ZKVM. You can pay in Matic. So you have four options on four chains. So it's much more flexible. You can also, and those who buy, whoever has 5,000 Zolt from our app would get 1,000 Zolt free. So that's the scheme that we have. One thing to notice is that we will stop selling Zolt through the app after 22nd of October. So keep this date in the mind. After 22nd of October, you will not be able to buy Zolt from the app, but you can go and buy it at Bitmart, the centralized exchange where we are listing the Zolt, and you will be able to buy at SushiSwap. Zolt token would be listed on Polygon chain. The address of Zolt token is mentioned clearly in the app. Please always refer to that token address. Do not use any link that is shared to you on Telegram by anyone. We will not be sharing any buying selling link through Telegram. Always go to the app and buy and see all the information there. Third way to get Zolt is through the activities. If you are a loyal user of Resolute, all of our loyal users have been accumulating a lot of Zolt. We are giving almost 500,000 Zolt to all our users as an airdrop. You can still earn little bit of that until 22nd of October. There are several ways you can earn free Zolt by using our transfer functionality, by playing any game. Best is refer your friend. You refer your friend to download Zolt, Resolute, and play any game. You get free Zolt. That is another way for you to acquire Zolt. But this won't be a lot because now the time is only 4 days left. So the best way for you is go to Crystal Go or buy it through the app. The price is same everywhere, so there is no difference in the price.
Perfect. Moving on, question number 3. After launch, why will users hold Zolt? What are the use cases of the token? Most relevant question.
Definitely, there are several reasons for you to hold Zolt. First is we're working very hard, and as the project progress. So as we initially said, right, in this really bearish market, we are still having a lot of user. People are still playing our game a lot. Imagine what would happen when the market recovers. So when
Absolutely.
the market recovers, you do not want to regret that you did not hold Zolt. So the team is working very hard. We are working to make sure that our token appreciate in the value. So that is the first and foremost reason. You have been with us from the last 2 years. The team is supporting the project. We are continuously launching new feature and new games in the app. We will continue to work to increase the value of the Zolt. But there are other short-term reasons for you also. First is CPL Star purchase. Right now, when you purchase CPL Star, you can pay either in Matic, BNB, or Clay token. Now, after 23rd, we are adding one more option. You will be able to purchase CPL Star with Zolt token. That is the first use case. So you do not want to sell your Zolt token. You can keep it in your wallet and use it to buy CPL Star to play game and win the Matic reward. What benefit of paying in Zolt instead of Matic? You will get 30% discount if you pay using Zolt. For example, you want to buy 80 CPL Star. Right now, to buy 80 CPL Star, it costs you $1 worth of Matic. So if you buy using Matic, you have to pay $1 worth of Matic. But if you pay using Zolt, then you have to pay only 70 cents worth of Zolt. That is the first advantage. Second is we are working with Sushi Swap team and launching farming of Zolt token. So what you would have to do is if you provide liquidity of Zolt and Matic on Sushi Swap and then stake your LP token on Rezolut app, you would be able to earn free rewards. So this is the best way, and I will be personally doing that as well. So 300 APY, that is what we are targeting. So you just have to take your Zolt token and deposit it on Sushi Swap, and then you come at Resolute, you click some button, and you would be able to start earning rewards in the Zolt token. So that means you use your Zolt token to earn more Zolt token. This is something that would extremely be helpful for a lot of people. And once that farming is launched, we will do another AMA to walk you through how to do that thing. And the third thing is the governance role. So every user who holds Zolt will be able to vote on certain thing. So what we will be doing is that we will be moving toward the DAO mechanism. That means whenever, let's say right now, you guys mention us on Telegram, increase the reward. You want to increase the reward of the CPL battle game to $1,000 per day. We can do that, but that would require voting. So all the Zolt holder will then vote on this proposal, whether to increase the reward or not, yes or no. So if more people vote for yes, we will follow that thing. For one Zolt, you will get one vote. So you want to keep a lot of Zolt in your wallet so that when the voting comes, you can actually dictate or tell us what to do, and we would follow it. So that's how the DAO governance works. So these are the use cases. I'm sure you know us very well that we have been supporting the project for so long. Keep holding your Zolt. We are trying our best to increase appreciated value so that we can all go to moon.
Absolutely. And amen to that. So, moving on, we are clear now there are enough incentives for people to hold on to Zolt and wait for the market to turn around to get the real value of it. Now, moving on to the fourth question: how will you create demand for Zolt in the market after the launch?
Yeah. So the demand for Zolt would so there are several reasons why people would want to buy Zolt. One is if the people wants to play our game. To play our game, they need CPL Star, and it makes much more sense to buy CPL Star using Zolt because you get 30% discount, right? So that's the first advantage. So first thing that we have to do is that we have to make a lot of people to play our game. So we have to grow the app to increase the number of people who are playing the game. So that is one way that we are going to do it. We have a special team that we're going to form that will work on that. The second is we're going to add more games. So more games, more people playing, more CPL buying. So that would happen. So that is the second thing, that is how we will drive the demand. So more game, more user, more CPL Star buying, that we need a lot of Zolt that people will buy from the market. Second is when you buy CPL Star using Zolt. So let's say you buy CPL Star and you give us 100 Zolt. Out of that 100 Zolt, we would keep 60 Zolt for rewards. That means 60 Zolt will be given back as a reward in the game, plus other rewards. and the 40 Zolt we will burn it. So slowly the supply of Zolt will going down. So
Right.
right, one other famous token like BNB also following that. Every quarter they burn some BNB, and the target is to reduce the supply of BNB so that the token appreciate in the value. It's a very common phenomena used across the industry. So we will be following that. So whatever income or whatever the revenue that the company generate through Zolt, we will keep some of it and we will burn rest of it. So that way the supply would decrease and the Zolt demand will increase. And then third is that we are very positive that after the Bitcoin halving, the market would turn back. We cannot stay in the crypto winter for so long. We are expecting it to turn around next year. And when the market turn around, it attracts a lot of new user in the market. When these new user come in the market, they would want to learn how to do crypto trading and etc. So Rezolut is the only app in the market that provide that experience. So when the market turn around, we have more people coming, joining our app, more playing games, so more Zolt buying to buy CPL Star.
Absolutely. So very, very clear runway of and technique and strategy behind the total Zoll tokenomics and how that will drive the Zoll demand in the market. Finally, where all do you plan to list, and will you list on Binance? Getting this question many times, so we'll give you a clear answer.
So Binance is definitely. So let me first answer you. Like, where are we planning to list? So there are two places that you can list on for any token in the blockchain world. The first is on the decentralized exchange, and the second is centralized exchange. For decentralized exchange is in our hand. We have considerably. We are working, as we said, that we want to launch farming for our token. So we have to work closely with the decentralized chain team. So we are working with SushiSwap team, and we would be listing the token on SushiSwap. So that's a decentralized exchange.
Right.
After that, we are also listing the token on the centralized exchange. As I said, centralized exchange is much more complicated. It required a lot of money and a lot of compliance and paperwork. So far, we have successfully signed the contract with Bitmart. So we will be listing the token on Bitmart. That is confirmed.
Right.
Plus, we have also been talking to other exchanges like Gate.io, BitGet, MEXC, LBank. So these are the exchanges that we are talking to, and we are in the last step of that. So that is something that you can expect. Now come to the last part, which is the Binance. Now Binance is of course the biggest exchange in the world. So that means the process of listing a token on Binance is the most difficult.
Right.
Our listing team is working very hard to work or to find out ways to list it on Binance. So right now at the listing, we won't be listing on Binance, but that does not mean that we will never list it on Binance. We will try our best to find ways to list it on Binance. But as on centralized exchange, we are listing on Bitmart. So you guys can go ahead and buy or sell token on Bitmart if you don't want to do it on SushiSwap. Those who do not want to go to Bitmart, they can just swap their token through Crystal wallet or can go directly to SushiSwap. Both ways possible. You can buy Zolt from Crystal wallet or SushiSwap. You can sell it there also, and you can sell Zolt to any token. You can sell it to Matic. You can sell it to USDT. You can sell it to BTC, WBTC on Polygon. Any token that you want.
Right. Absolutely. So I think we are very clear on the basics of the IDO. Where do I go and buy? How are the tokenomics going to work? What is expected in the future? Our demand, our strategy behind the entire Zolt ecosystem. So definitely we hope and pray, and we can see that Zolt is going to the moon and Lambo Day is not far off. So now moving on to some live questions. So ones which some of which I have picked up, and I'll add on two more questions which I'm getting one on one. Guys, please join the chat and post your questions instead of sending them directly to us one on one. So let's take this up. Question number one, which we'll take, is from Rinki Chakrabarti. How much will be circulating supply on day one of the listing? So I think I can add on to this. So very important to note that the team, the investors, seed investors like Kyber, LD Capital, which we have mentioned, the advisors, nobody would be getting any tokens on the listing date on TGE, on token generation event on 23rd October. It is only the ZOLT airdrop users and the people who are buying ZOLT right now from Crystal or in the app. So, all our loyal users and our current investors who are acquiring ZOLT either through the Crystal Go app or through our own app Rezolut, buying in Rezolut, or the ones who have accumulated it through ZOLT airdrops by doing tasks on the app. Only these three categories of ZOLT holders would get 20% of their tokens vested on the listing date. So basis that you can calculate it would be 20% of 303.3 million, which we have almost sold out on the Crystal Go launchpad. So 20% of that plus some 0.5 million of Zolt airdrops and Zolt buying, which has been going on the app. Again, this number is going to change over the next 4-5 days as well, as we keep selling and people keep accumulating Zolt on the app. So approximately the number would be around 3.20% of 3.8 million. That would be from day one.
Okay.
Right. So next question which I'm getting is about the 1,000 free Zolt tokens. Who all would be eligible for it, and how many winners would get 1,000 free Zolt tokens?
Okay. I think the initial plan was that 1,000 winner will get 1,000 free Zolt, right?
Absolutely right.
So
So it would be
1,000
on
people.
first come first serve basis.
Yeah. And right now we have around 5 to 10. So there's a
10,
lot of
yes,
people that we can win.
Right.
That means almost surely you will win if you have 5,000 Zolt token. The
Absolutely.
question is, so what if, I think I would like to add to this question. So first thing is that 1,000 people will win 1,000 Zolt. The condition to win 1,000 Zolt is that you need to have 5,000 Zolt by 22nd October. And it is almost now confirmed that if you have 5,000 Zolt, you will for surely get 1,000 Zolt extra. That 1,000 extra Zolt or free Zolt will be added to your account on 22nd October. Our token genesis event, that means the token will go listing on 23rd October.
Right.
So you would like 1 day before you will get your free Zolt.
Right.
Okay. So that's one. Now, I would like to add on to this question. There are some people that ask me as well. I already have 5,000 Zolt. What if I get 5,000 more? Will I get additional 1,000? The answer, I think, Shilpa, what do you think? We should say yes?
We should.
Okay.
So we have some very loyal users who have accumulated more than 15,000 tokens. So we are announcing today that to honor these loyal users, instead of 1,000 on more than 5,000 tokens, we will shift it to 1,000 on every 5,000 tokens which you accumulate.
Okay, that's great. So every 5,000 Zolt you have, you get 1,000 Zolt. And until when this scheme is valid?
So we'll take a snapshot, since we are closing all airdrops, and so your accumulation and everything will stop on 22nd. We would be taking this snapshot on the morning of 22nd October, so that by end of the day we can distribute that extra 1,000 Zolt to everyone.
Okay, great. That's
I think that clarifies the second question as well. Third question which I'm getting, this is more on the lines of Crystal. So I am unable to join the Crystal IDO. First I was stuck on KYC, but now I'm unable to join because I only have Clay on Clayton chain. Okay. So I guess Sunny, here we can give, there are two options which are open to for investors. So definitely a lot of people have been accumulating Clay on the Clayton chain using our games. They have been claiming rewards. So there is natural that majority of the people have accumulated clay token on the Clayton chain. For subscribing to the IDO on Crystal Go, you can then swap these tokens. There is a cross chain swap available and a normal swap feature available on the Crystal app. So you can swap these tokens to ultimately get USDT on the Polygon chain, because Crystal is accepting only USDT on the Polygon chain. So either you can swap using Crystal, your clay on the Clayton chain, to USDT on the Polygon chain, and then you can participate in the IDO on the Crystal Go. Or another method is to buy using your clay on the Clayton chain within the Rezolut app itself. But only thing is, you can buy at max at one go. You can buy $150 worth of ZOLT tokens using our app. So if you want to buy $1,000 worth of ZOLT tokens, you would have to do multiple transactions on the Resolute app. That's the only shortcoming.
I think that's fine. I would like,
Yes.
I have used, cross chain swaps and everything. If you want to buy Zolt using Clay token, I think the best way for you is just buy it on our Resolute app. That
Right.
would be the simplest way for you.
Right. Because it's negligible transaction fee. So even if you have to do multiple transactions, it would not make any difference.
Yeah.
You would anyway end up spending more than that while doing a swap.
Yeah. So just use the Resolute app if you want to buy using Clay. If you
Right.
want to buy using the USDT, then use the Crystal Go.
Right. So we have time for one final question. This is from Sports TV. For the
Yeah.
Resolute team, what is your target price of Zolt which it can reach in the near future?
Thank you, Sports TV. I see you have been asking a lot of good questions. So you see the target price. I don't think that any company has a target price. If you ask us, ideally we want our token to go to even to $1 or $5. That is what we want, but it's not in our hand. What we can do is that we can work to improve our product. We can work to improve its demand, and then everything is handled by the market dynamics. If a lot of people buy, the token price would definitely increase. If people don't buy, then the price will remain the same. However, what we can guarantee is that for the first 1 week, the price of the token, we will make sure that it will not go below the I launch the IDO price, which is the 3 cent. So that is the guarantee that we can take. We will try our best that the token price will keep on appreciating, but it again depend, like it will depend upon the market dynamics. Personally, I would want it to go to $1, but that is not in my hand.
Personally, I would want it to surpass Bitcoin price eventually, but definitely not in our hands. I think one final question, we are getting this from two,
Just one
three
thing, that
people
was
on the
not the
group.
financial advice. Please do your due diligence if
Absolutely.
whatever if you want to buy or sell any token. Not
Right.
only applicable to gold, but to any token.
Absolutely.
Always do your own due diligence before you invest your money in anything.
Right. I think one final question we'll take and then we can close. This is the fifth question. There is a Zolt count mismatch which I can see between my claim screen and the initial landing screen when I click on the Zolt icon.
Don't worry about that. On 22nd of October, everywhere your total Zold will match.
Right.
So it's just a temporary thing. It will be all okay on 22nd. You
Right.
will get whatever is the bigger number on 22nd.
Absolutely. So we take snapshots on certain dates. So that's why the claim screen is basis a snapshot on a particular date. It will update to what you see in the landing screen. The landing screen is always higher than the, so that shows the latest number. So the claim screen will update and that number will increase to the number which you see in the landing screen on the final date on 22nd October by day end, after adding your 1000 Zolt airdrop as well.
Okay, that's great.
All right. Thank you, Sunny.
Thank you.
That was a very good and very informative AMA. And I hope everybody's questions have been answered and there are no more queries left. There's just a final reminder, it's 18% token allocation is just that much is pending and it's just 9 hours left to go. So ensure you go and grab all the tokens which you can before they sell out on Crystal. And then the backup option would also be there, that you can go ahead and buy on our Rezolut app itself. Try to cross as much as possible 5,000 to get 1,000 Zolt extra free.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone. All the
Thank
best.
you.
Thank you, Sunny.
Bye.
Bye bye.